John Coladinato, ladies and gentlemen, one-time coach Monaca, also spent some time with the great Frank Antonini in Ambridge, of course, Enrico Antonini from New Brighton, a good friend of mine and former teacher, now working. Maganello just seems to get everybody, folks. And every time they try to retire, he just keeps bringing them back to go to work, and he's working the pro shop here. Talk about this course a little bit for people who have never been here. It's an exceptional public course, isn't it?
It's an excellent course. It's flat. You don't find that around here too often. And even though it's kind of not a long course, but because the trees are placed in the right place, and it's a course that'll jump up and nip you. You just have to really play some course management. And at one time, all the lakes were woods, because the old golf course, the old Aliquippa Country Club, all of the lakes never existed, and they were all trees. So when they redid the whole course, this took on a whole new appearance, and then they called it Beaver Lakes and now Shadow Lakes.
Tell me about your time in Monaca as head coach and how special that was.
Well, I was there 1 year, and I enjoyed it. I was young, and we did okay, and it was just an experience. And then I went on to coach with San LaFosso at Quaker Valley for 4 years, then with Frank for about 17. Then I went back to Monaca and coached with Mark Lyons and Sean McCreary and the boys. I had them all in school, so I thought it would be great to go and coach with them. I had a great time coaching back there.
I'm a little biased because I live there now, and I did play-by-play and also a television show for 20 years. Monaca has had their share of athletes, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of good football players.
Excellent football players. Steven Sennis's, Flemings, those go way back when I was coaching them.
Bunky and Bruce.
Bunky and Bruce Fleming, Scazas.
Gallagher.
Mike, well, yeah, the Gallagher boy.
Right.
Yeah, not Mike was over at Rochester. We didn't care what Mike was. But he was tough.
He was tough.
Yeah.
All right, now listen, speaking of Monaca, you're familiar with the Lair Park, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be there for the 4th of July with a big broadcast to pay tribute to the new pavilion. Borough Manager Mario Leone is going to be there. Also joining me on the broadcast, Mayor John Analine, members of the council, head of the Recreation Board Norm Ely, State Representative Jim Christian, and Congressman Keith Rothfuss. So I definitely hope that you will tune in for the merriment. Lots of great things to talk about. The economic boom that's happening in Beaver County right now with the Shell Petrochemical Plant, and also just a good old-fashioned 4th of July picnic. You know you want to be there, and you know you want to be here. He'll get you a tea time. It's the club at Shadow Lakes.